Okay,
Your eyes see your name.
you do. Welcome everyone, and Miss Amelia has come to join me today, haven't you? Yes. Okay, so this is the Stickles spinner that I've made already, and this is all.
It's not talking to you.
No, they don't talk to me. They chat. They type. So that's what I see up there. And because this is sort of like shabby chic, I'm going to make one that's not so lacy. So, and it spins, doesn't it?
You were talking to me.
I was talking to you, yes. Eileen says, hi, Amelia. I'm going to say hi back to Eileen. Just say, hi, everyone, and then it's all done. So, as I said, I've made the 3 individual units. I used black cardstock.
Did you stick it all together?
Not yet. We've got to stick it all together, and it's going to stick.
Can I help?
We'll see. So it's going to stick together like that, and the last one's going to go there. Yep, the little.
Are you making that for me?
I don't know who this is going to be for because Nan doesn't need another one, and I don't know whether Mummy wants you to have anything that you don't really. Well, you won't have need for it. I guess you could put nail polishes in there.
Can I make something on this?
You've got your craft area inside. Okay. Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah. No.
So,
Yeah.
what we have here.
Why can't
Here, over here, Don. You need to put your hand over here before you say it. See, there it is. Mummy's talking to you. All right, so I've got a piece of medium weight chipboard that is 7 5/8 inches. Sorry, Sherry, it just had to be. I tried to get away from the 8s, but just wasn't happening.
Oh.
So 7 5/8 by 12 inches. Yes.
Yes.
And so what I did was I put it in my trimmer.
Mm-hmm.
Carol's saying hi, Amelia.
Mm-hmm.
And then I scored it at 2 1/4 inches.
Mm-hmm. What is this?
And 5 3/8 inches all the way down, and then it just.
Can I make something of this?
So I scored it on that side. You can see the score lines there. Now I need that, doll, and I'll show you what I need to do with that in a minute. Okay, so that's going to be the start of our.
What are these?
They're called hinges, or structure strips, or construction strips, whatever you like.
I want to just.
No, I'll show you what I need to do with that in a minute. So once that's done, put that aside. Next, well, actually what we can do first is I used a 1-inch strip of black cardstock by 12 inches, which is the length. And then, no, you can't. You all set up out in the lounge room. Okay, so then we're just going to score this in half at 1 inch. Yeah, 1 inch. She's fine. Oh, sorry. It's the brown paper. Okay. So then I'm just going to fold that over, reinforce it.
What are these?
They're just scraps. And I need to put some score tape.
Is it rubbish scraps?
Whose room's all jam-packed? Amelia's.
Nan,
Yes, Amelia.
do you have to use this?
Yes, I do. It's called a bone folder.
Can I try doing that?
Later, yes. Or do you want to do this? Here, come here.
Yeah.
And I'll show you what you do with
Can I
it.
step on your lap?
I don't think there's enough room.
But I could sit on your
Just
knee.
for a minute, okay? Right, now what you've got to do with this is press it along and reinforce the tape. Yeah, you've got to keep doing it really firmly. That's the way. All right. And now we're going to get some 1/8 inch tape because I like to make sure that all.
Can I do it?
No, this is a bit tricky, darling.
Yeah.
Most of it's going to be covered.
Wish I could do it.
I know. One day you will. I'll teach you.
But
One day.
I already know how to do it now.
Really? You've got to reinforce that? Yes, Amelia loves crafting. We're very lucky. Aren't we, darling? Yes. All right. Very good. Now that's done. To then.
Oh, I could do that.
Oh, that's okay. We're going to take off the tape backing.
I'm holding this.
Yeah,
one.
I think you're going to have to move, darling. Hop down off Nan because I can't do this with you on my lap.
Please.
I can bring the chair over, the stool, and you can sit on it. Okay, sorry everyone, hold on.
I can.
You can move it over? Okay, good job. Alright, so these just reinforce the score lines here to hold them. Hang on.
What if I could stand on it?
Yep.
I can't stand on
So all I'm going to do is, what I wanted to do was put some wet glue along that scored area there. No, because you're not in the middle, that's why. So just to reinforce that, and then I'm just going to hold it up straight and try and line it up. So get one side on first, and then the other.
We have to do these ones.
So.
These ones. These ones too.
Yeah? Yeah, we will do those in a minute. We've got to do other stuff first. What's Mummy laughing at? What am I missing? Eileen's being very naughty. Do you know what she said?
Yes.
What did she say?
I don't know.
She said you should take some of those strips, which is the tape backing, these things, and tape them to Nan's arm. That's not nice, is it? Do you think she should go to the corner?
Yes.
The naughty corner?
Yes.
I agree too.
Because her naughty.
Her is naughty.
We should not talk to her again.
I agree. Okay, so that's then just reinforce those score lines there, the cut chipboard. Yeah, no, she's good. All good. All right, now we come to
the little pieces.
Yeah, the little pieces, exactly. Now this piece is cut at 2. I need this 2 1/4 by 1 1/2. And what we need to do with that is cut it from the opposing diagonals.
Okay, I will.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, Rose.
What's Mummy laughing at? Time out for CD.
But Diane was more naughty.
No, Diane's never naughty.
Nope.
No, it's Eileen that's naughty. So all I'm doing is cutting from diagonal to diagonal there. So we're going to make 2 triangle pieces.
Yep. 2 triangle
pieces. That's right. And I should have changed my knife blade. So that's what we have there. And what we need to do is attach these to the edges there to start the angle of our shelves. Okay, so
we could do this one.
Yeah, we will do that in a minute. So what I did was used Aileen's tacky glue for this, and I don't know why. I just think tacky glue is stronger than quick dry. I don't know. So I'm just covering that.
How did you make these?
I just cut them with my paper trimmer and then put the tape on them. So
I'm helping.
You are. All right, so just to get that even, I'm pushing it down on the edges there, and hopefully that will be even.
Can
And
we cut these?
I want the height to be exact, and it should be. It's just that the triangular point is sort of squashing a bit.
It's sort of squashing a bit.
Yep. All right. So then I bring out the clips.
Yep.
So you will see these throughout.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Gina. Yep, I know.
Jeannie?
Especially with a little girl present.
Why did you say Jeannie?
Gina, because Gina said that I should be careful with my craft knife and always put the lid on it because it's very sharp.
Oh.
Okay, so that one's down.
Is her gone?
She's there. And then I'm going to do
her talking.
No, you don't hear them. You see them chatting, typing on the computer there. Only they can hear me talking because we've got the camera on us. Understand? All right. So basically, the angular point is going on the inside. So we've got the straight edges on, or the right angle at the base here.
Yeah, the right angle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hang on, I've just got to bring this over to the edge because of the clips and try and straighten that up. Now, this is not always going to get the right angle. You'll see when I show you my previous ones I made that it's a bit skewy, but you won't really notice once you get it all together.
Yeah. I'm down here.
I know. All right, so we just got to let that dry. Now, while that's drying, I'm going to grab, two pieces. Where are they?
Look.
All right. Yeah, be careful. All right, so CD's Corner Dweller. These are what I'm calling the ledges. So they are these bits on the side. Oh, thank you. And what we need to do, and what I did was made a template first. Hi, Kathy. And what we do is we take a piece of 3 1/4 by 1 inch.
Shush, I'm trying to talk.
Oh, sorry. What are you trying to say?
I love you, Mom.
I love you too. Of chipboard, and we need to make our template. We need to come in 5/8 of an inch, mark it, and then cut it from corner to from the corner to that mark. And then we need to turn it around and do the same to the other. Hang on.
Look now. Sure.
Maybe I should.
Look now.
Actually,
line.
so I've cut the template. So basically, your piece is 3 1/4 wide by 1 inch.
Yeah.
And so then you make your template out of that after coming in 5 inches and go 5/8 of an inch going to the corner. Turn it around, come in 5 inch and do the corner. So then you will get that piece.
Why is this sticky tape there?
Oh, just to keep the paper down. So then I just use this template all along, line it up, so I'm not measuring that 5/8 of an inch all the time. I grab a pencil and I just mark that line on both ends there like that. And then I just cut that. So if you see there, I've got those lines. And then I'll grab my craft knife. And then I just know craft knife, Dom. That's a bone folder. What you have. And then I just cut that like that. So once I have one made, I just use it as the template and I have marked it as template.
Here you go.
Thanks, Dom.
You're welcome.
Hey,
Oh, yeah. What do I have to do with it?
I don't know. Do whatever you like.
What can I do with it?
What do you think?
I know what I can do.
So that's what we have there. So we've got that angle, and that angle,
What can you
hygiene should,
Can you give
hang on.
something for me to do something with this triangle?
Hang on, darling.
Okay.
Sit in there just like that. Okay. There. So it's got the same angle as that first piece. So then I've got one more to do.
Can you give me something to do with this?
Like what?
Something.
Have you got your journal, your book out in the lounge room that you can draw or paint or colour in? Oh, this one. Okay.
Oh, I want to have a paint.
No, you can't paint here while Nan's making this. So all I'm doing is marking that angle with the pencil and then chopping it off.
Maybe I need this out the lounge room to do something with it.
I'll give you one if you want one. You can take it out in the lounge room.
Oh, please, please.
Okay, hold on. I'll just cut these.
A little one?
Oh, Nan needs to get a sharper blade in this.
Wow. Nearly folded.
Folded or fell?
Fell. I nearly fell. Oh, I nearly fell.
Be careful.
I need a little trawler like you have, like this
That's
one.
what did Nan say that was called?
Yeah.
What did Nan say it was called?
I don't know.
A bone folder. Oh, and it's not in there. Where is it?
Can I have a bone folder like you have?
Yeah, I'm trying to
little
find.
bowl.
Oh, here. There you go. Off you go. You go in now the lounge room and do what you need to do with that.
Bone folder.
Yep, you got your own.
Can I take it home?
Yes.
Yay! Mom, can I take my bone?
All right. So then be aware that you need, per unit, you will need 16 of these. So that ends up being 64 of these little pieces. Okay, just saying. All right, so now what we need to do, they should be nice and dry. I'll just try and clear off that glue. And then what we need to do now is grab our shelves. So these shelves are 3 1/8 by 2 inches. And that will sit there like that. Okay, so what we need to do is to put some, let's try and use, yeah, we can use the tacky. So all we're going to do is put some glue on the shorter sides. I'm not even going to put it on the base because it doesn't really sit flat. Now I'm going to put, I'll make that the back, some just a little bit on the front so that it will sit nicely on that ledge. So then this sits in there like that, butted up against that, those two starter ledges there. Now, what should I do with my bones? Oh, I got it. So what I do with this is I just use it to push it up against, tight against those ledges. Okay, and then I also clean it with it because mine's got a point on it, so because we're going to get glue all over us making this. So that's the start of our unit. So now, and I'm pushing against those sides so that it attaches to the sides. Okay, I'm just going to catch up on chat while I sit here and hold this for a second. Oh, we're just still talking about Amelia. Right, she's the star of the show, not the Stickles spinner. Yes, Amelia is. All right, here's where our ledges come into play. So what we need to do is butt it up against there. So taking note where it's going to sit, I just take my glue and I put it on the base. And I put it up here about 2 inches. And then I cover, oops, now get the right side, so it's that side. And then I cover the entire back of it so it'll glue onto the sides. Okay, so then we slot that one down in there, and that's where I get this bone folder and just sort of push it right up against it, make sure that it's attached, and I sort of press on it, and then I get my clips, and then I just sit here and hold that for a second. Hi, Carrie. She is adorable, and we're so blessed that she loves the crafting. All right, so then I'm going to get the opposite side, make sure, I'm not going to use that one, I've written on that one. Make sure you know which side you're gluing. All right, so it's going to go like that. So we want the base. We want 2 inches up that way. And then we want to do it on the inside. Okay, so then that slots in there. Again, I get my bone folder and just push it down and up against that shelf, and I try and clean the glue out as much as possible because it just gets so messy, but necessary. So that's pushed in there. Then I bulldog clip that, and I hold that for a bit. Good on you, Diane. I'll bring this one over unless I give it to Amelia, because there is no need for me to have 2 of these. Yeah, exactly, Jean. Diane will need triple, because these hold 24 times 4, 96 so bottles, and it holds Stickles, it holds the alcohol inks, and it holds the perfect pearl or liquid pearls, and it also holds the ink refills, your ink pad ink refills. All right, so that's done. So now we get our keep going for that, our next shelf, and we continue with that. So again, just on the sides, and really the ledges hold them in place, but I still like to just have that glue as a safety net. Okay, and then this is, now that we're sort of putting it in alignment, it's going to go in there a bit messy, like you can't sort of get it in there without that glue going everywhere. So making sure it's pressed all the way down and up against those 2 ledges, and then holding it on the sides, putting pressure on it so that it dries. Well, I haven't put my ink refills in there. So what I have my Stickles, my alcohol inks, and liquid pearls, and I've still got room for more, and probably not all my ink refills, but a lot of them. So, and now you can use this setup to make a spinner, like a storage unit for your sprays as well. You just increase the width of your casing, this thing, and the width of these ledges. So really, you should be able to use this method for any of your bottles that you're going to store. Funny Jean. I did not eradicate these clips by buying them all. Well, I did say if anyone wants this, they need to pay the shipping cost. Is all I'm saying. Alright, so that's in there. Now we can get the other one going. Once this gets all put together, this one, we're home and hosed really. Because I've prepped everything else. So it's a matter of then just putting it all together. Okay. Oh, and I've done that wrong. No, I haven't. Oh, how lucky was that? Thought Murphy's Law would prevail on that one, but it didn't. So, all right, again, using my bone folder to push it up against the shelf there. Yep. The Streamathon sucked a lot of my money away on shipping costs, so I'm and I've spent all my money, my Christmas money now. I've stocked up on my score tape and my glue, so should be right for a while. You don't have the counter space for it to spin, Diane. It's, I think, about 5 1/4 inches square is all this one turns out to be, which is pretty good. But Diane, you've got the perfect storage solution for yours in your drawer. That works for you. Okay. So now this one's got to go in. Push it all the way down. Get my bone folder and pushing against that shelf. And cleaning away the glue. Yes, exactly, Mandy. Mother's Day is the next one for me. Or my wedding anniversary is in April. That comes before Mother's Day. So reading chat, sorry. All right, next ledge. And yeah, once you get going with this, it's easy to forget which side you put your glue on, and I've stuffed it up many a time, but that's okay. Where's the lid? Oh, hiding in the clips. Now this is where you can come undone with the, oh come on, got screensavers on, the mouse not working, why? There we go. If you don't push it right up, both in the corner down there and the side up here, then it can, like if they're not even, the spaces between them, it can, now let me see, that one looks fairly even there. That one looks pretty spot on actually. Up the top you see they seem to be level. This one here, not too bad. And this one here is a bit skewy, but not too bad. The first one, oh my goodness. Alright, next one. So, now this method of angling the pieces like this, I didn't create. Like, I saw SA or SAR crafters making a, what did she make? I think she made a storage unit for some sprays, but she didn't have it in a square like mine. Hers was just like a shoebox, and basically like that, and just the one shelf. So I took that idea and thought that should work in a square for a for our Stickles. So that's how I came up with that. Okay. Okay.
You do have lemons.
Oh, okay. Not as a spinner, no. What, darling? Oh, what you got? You got lemon. Does that need throwing out? No. What do you got the lemon for?
Because I was going to talk to you.
Ah, right.
You do have a lemon.
Oh, where was that?
It was on the trees.
No, that one was in the fridge, surely. My lemons on the tree are all green. They're not ready yet.
These are ready.
Yeah, that was in the fridge. You found that in the fridge, didn't you?
But that black thing has been chopped off.
Yes.
That spot.
Yes.
There.
Well, we don't eat the lemon skin.
No, we have to cut the thing. We can't eat the lemon skin.
No, not at all.
It will make you sick.
Although, I have known people to eat the skin of lemons.
Yum! Can you put this back?
Okay, that's what it's looking like so far. Yeah, I don't know why she took it out of the fridge, the lemon, because, oh, we were talking earlier. I was showing her all the fruit trees and that. And she must have spied the lemon in the fridge when she went up to get apples. She said, "There's a lemon. You do have lemons." Okay. Next slide. This is the boring process. Once we do this, we're finished just about. And with this one, there's no way I'm embellishing it like the other one, I don't think. This is going to be nice and plain. Just like me. All right. Thanks. Yeah, that's why she brought the lemon down. Just to show me that I do have lemons. Now, with the black, you're going to see, like, the glue. Unless you try and clean it as you go, you're going to see it. Like, you know how... It does dry, but you will have marks on it, I think. Let me see this one. It's not too bad, but you can see a bit of the glue in there, the dried glue. I'm okay with that. The Stickles are going to cover it. You can watch boring. Okay. Now, I could have... Oh, shoot. Yep. I could have made it taller so that you could fit more in it and so that it was nice and neat up the top. But, well, you really couldn't. Well, you could make it taller, but it's easier with 12-inch chipboard, you know, without having to worry about looking for larger pieces of chipboard. So that's why I kept it at the 12 inches. I thought it was going to make 9 levels, but it only worked out to be 8. But that's okay. It's still quite a lot. Enough for some people. Oh dear. With all the pieces I've got to go, and it just seems never ending. Okay. Didn't really let that last. Ledge dry enough, I don't think. Okay, let's... Just put that on there and just have a look at the chat and have a drink. I think I've got links open if anyone wants to post some links to other streamers. Like Dee Dee and Jean and whoever else is here. Yep. Okay. this way. Yeah, there's a lot of people we follow on Ustream. A big mixture of people, like mixed media artists like Dee Dee and Paula. And, Jean now with a jelly plate and journals. And Jean's also a box maker. And if you ever wanted to learn how to use Photoshop elements, Eileen was helping Jean via Ustream on how to use it. I'm Ozegran everywhere. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, I think. YouTube, Ustream. I have got a list of all the streamers, their blogs and YouTube accounts and Twitter and all that, but it's a work in progress. It's always growing. A free what? There's a free... Oh, is there? Who's doing that, Eileen? There are, Carol, on my website. On my blog there is. Ustream info. I think there's a tab at the top of my page on my top menu with links to all the Ustream info, like the projects and the streamers and that. So the Facebook page, it's still open. Oh yeah, Joycey. Well, it's been a while since I've been on any form of social media. Like, I just had to take a break from it all. And Hubs has been home last week, so it's been good to have a bit of a break. I'm used to stream every Friday my time, which is Thursday evening for the US gals and about midnight for UK, but it just got too much because you had to sort of do stuff that you didn't really need to do, and I'm a very practical person and I don't like making things just for the sake of a stream or just for the sake of making something. I'd like to use what I make, so but I'm just going to come on when I've got something to make. Oh yeah, Barb's an awesome storyteller. I never get to catch Barb live. It was on too early for me, in the middle of the night, wee hours of the night. All right, we're almost there. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So hang on. Wrong. Alright, well, I'll do that side then. I'll create live. Oh, please do, Eileen, because I hope it's on. Are you able to watch? Do they record their shows, their live shows at all? Are you able to watch them after the event? Because I'd say they're on while I'm asleep. I don't know, but I'd love to, yeah, watch that because I love playing around with Photoshop. Thanks, Eileen. Okay. Ah, I want that one for that side. It's got a split in it. Okay. Yeah, most of us record our streams, but as Jean's saying, well, Ustream are now going to delete recordings after 30 days, older than 30 days, 30 days and older, but most of them upload to YouTube once the stream's been, the recording's been processed. So yeah, exactly, Robin. Sometimes, unless you've got your email on your mobile phone, or even sometimes, you know, you get your, well, it depends on how your email account's set up too, how often you get your emails. When Ustream email you that one of your followers is going live or has just gone live, they could have been live for half an hour or more. So, okay, why is that? Oh, just done the wrong one, that's why. Silly girl. That's for the top. Not concentrating. Hope that's not there. See? Silly girl. Should have marked them. So yeah, it's best if you follow us on Twitter because we do tweet. Now I've made a complete mess of that one. Like glue everywhere. Okay, so, alright, let me just write that down so I don't miss it, Judy. Okay, if I can find a bit of paper. And if I can find it, okay. Okay, done. Okay, almost there. Yay! And we're just almost an hour in, so And that's just putting these together, not cutting them or anything. So I think to cut out the pieces just for one and put it all together, oh, well, just one unit, don't fall over, but I think depending on how fast you work, it can take up to 3 hours. Hi, BRW13 stars. Danetta. Okay. Nice to meet you. Okay. And okay. Alright, so that one's got to go that side. I'm going to leave that in there so I know. Right. So I guess it all depends on how bad you want a storage container for your Stickles and alcohol inks. Yeah, exactly. Well, what's today here? Friday, and it's just on midday in Australia, Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time. Sorry, as Queenslanders don't do daylight savings. Do they? I don't think they do, which is strange. Them being the Gold Coast, all that. Okay. Why have I got 2 more shells? I should only have 1, should I? I don't know. No, 2. Okay. Second last shelf. Messy, messy, messy. See what I mean? It's just glue everywhere. Sounds like Amelia's having fun in there. Oops. Okay. Now, where'd that go? Was that one? No. That one I wanted because of that a score line in it. It shouldn't have been there. So let's do this. So that's got to go that way. Oh yes, sorry, Jonna and Darcy, Scrappy Camper Sisters. I think they've got a show on tomorrow. On Saturday, your time. Oh, US time. Last one. Last ledge. Okay. Not too bad. Okay, and then I do put the last ledge in just so that it holds the bottles in place. Yeah, exactly. They do a marathon stream until the project's done most times. Okay. And there we have it. Oh, it's sitting there. Okay, just going to sit here and hold this now while that last one dries, because there's nothing stuck behind it to keep it in place. I could put something there, but not going to worry about it, because it's not going to hold anything, any support. Okay, done. It's taken an hour to get that all put together. All right, so what we can do now is we need to take our top and bottom pieces. Ruler. Hi, Lana. These are 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. So that's going to sit up there like that and on the base. So we need to put our hinges. Now, I'll cut these to 2 1/4 by 1 inch. I've only mitered one end, and that's the back end, because you're not going to have anything here on the front. So just going to remove one side, and remembering that the angled piece goes at the back. Alright, just getting this lined up straight. There we go, so there's one. So we need 2 of these for the top and 2 for the base. Again, make sure that your mitered end goes to the back. And then we've got our back piece, which is 3 1/4 inches long, and I've mitered it at both ends. Okay, so again, see how I've mitered those, and once I put this on, they should sort of line up. They're like that. Okay, so that then is going to sit on there like that and square it all up. Okay, just going to do the base one while I'm at it. So mitering, when I say mitering, I just roughly try and get a 45-degree angle on both ends. Okay, and the other ones are where? Oh, here they are. So I've got to miter those as well. I only need one end of each. Okay. Now, let's remove the tape backing off this one. So then just putting that on the edge there and pressing it down, making sure I take off the correct side so that the mitered end goes towards the back, same as the other one. Stick that down, and then either side of this one. So they're both mitered, and then stick that down on the back end. There, like that. So that's what we have there. They're our top and bottom. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to reinforce that first. Remove the tape backing off all of, well, just off the sides, I think, first. Yeah, may as well do it all. I just didn't want it to stick before it was in place, but that's okay. We can work with that. Now, I'm going to get some Aleene's tacky glue again, and I'm just going to go on the edge of the top of that casing. Hello, you're back. See what I've done? Put them all together. How cool is that?
I'll show you my nails.
Okay. You've been doing your nails. And then, so they show the ladies. Put it over here. It's beautiful. I love them. Show them. You've been playing with Mummy's washi tape. Okay, so basically what this is for is so that the top, oh dear, the top and the base all have even sides and something to stick the top onto. So just trying to line that up. So there, line it up there.
Goodbye.
First. Goodbye.
Little hair.
There. And I just don't want the front edges to stick out. And there. So that's all done there. Well, thanks, Lana. It's nice and practical. And I'll just, my screen's gone to sleep. Come on. There we go. All right. Now I'm just going to reinforce that on there. All right. So that's the top. Now we'll do the bottom. Okay. You're back again. You sure you don't want to show the lady your nails?
No.
They're beautiful.
No.
Why? You're embarrassed.
Yes, I just want to show my nails.
Okay then, you don't have to.
I'm ripping them off so I can put them back on.
Oh, okay. Exactly. Okay, so let's put the glue on this. There is nothing else to do once you put all your shells and ledges in before you put the top and the bottom. I don't think. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure. Now, make sure we get the back and the front not mixed up. Okay, and then here
Oopsie.
Just want to make sure they're lined up. Why did you move?
Oh, I'm gonna go.
And this will keep it square,
Gonna go.
in theory. Oops. Yep. Okay. Oh, and that didn't. There we go. That's better. Now let's reinforce that. So mitering those corners allows you to have less bulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
All right, done. The only other thing I did to this was take my
Are you done now?
nearly gold Krylon pen, and just because I guess the glue and the raw edges of the black chipboard, I thought I'd just do that, and that then sort of covered it a bit and highlighted the edges anyway. So then I just continued that all along the sides.
There we go. Do you want the color of this pen?
Looks so professional. Yeah, don't look too close. What? Sorry? Oh, no thanks. I've got this gold one that I'm drawing.
Wish I could draw the
Of
gold.
course you wish you could draw with the gold one.
How can I draw it?
You don't draw with this. What I'm doing is colouring the edges. See? It's colouring the edges of the...
Wish I could
Oh,
color
you're a bit
mine.
upset now, aren't you, that I won't give you the gold. I've got another gold one somewhere. I'll have a look for it. Okay? Thanks, everyone. All right, so then I continued it on and did the edges of the ledges.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
I did.
You can keep this.
Thanks, Star. Oh, well, that's yours. You need to. Okay, thank you. It's your favourite one of your favourite colours. What colour is it?
Purple.
Of course it is. I knew that.
Mum.
So this is just a step I have to do before I put them all together. Sorry. I have done this to the other three, so you don't have to sit and watch me doing this 4 times.
I hurt my bum on that rope.
What rope, darling?
Not this snake.
Are you okay?
On the cord, what you had on the...
Oh, the cord on the floor, the data cable. Oh, dear.
It's funny.
Oh, it's funny, is it? I bet your bum doesn't think it's funny.
My bum talked. And
Talk.
it's funny.
You're funny.
My bum. My nail. My nail just sticked on that.
Stuck.
Stuck on that.
Oh, right. All
I
right.
have this snake rope.
Done.
This is a snake rope.
Is it?
It is a snake rope.
It's pretty cool.
You have to hold on to the snake head. Hold on to the snake
I
head.
can't, darling. Nan's busy. All right.
Okay.
Oh, bottom
Hold on
one
to
now.
the snake head,
I can't, darling.
please.
All right, hold on. Hold on.
I'm going to trust you.
You're going to trust me?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I've got a hold of it. What am I doing?
I'm going to help you get
Oh, go away.
off. What?
All right. Okay. There they all are. Done. Oh, side up. 4 of them. Now, what you could do, Amelia, stop doing that, is put them all together as a shelf if you haven't got much room, and then it can sort of sit at the back or, you know, against a wall or something. Like that. Okay, or you could just put them like that.
Something.
But if you're going to put them like that, you may as well do this.
What are you looking at?
Like that. And that is how they
What
get
are
put
you
together.
looking at?
Okay, what are you doing there? You leave me alone, you.
What are you looking at?
Excuse me.
What?
Oh, finished.
Mom?
Okay.
What is it?
Go and ask Mummy to make me a cup of coffee. So, now what we need to do, you lost them, is join them all together. Now, the problem with this is I can't use my clips because there's nothing for them to clip onto on one side. So,
Here?
we need a straight edge,
Here.
and I'm not even going to use score tape for this, I don't think, because I want to be able to maneuver it. So
Not
all I'm
this
going to
side?
do is
Not
put,
this.
no, don't,
Not my tape.
no,
Oh.
is put Aileen's tacky glue.
Aileen's tacky glue.
Yep, good stuff.
What is Aileen?
I don't know what she does, but she makes good tacky glue.
What did her?
Oh, I don't know, but I'm glad she did,
Why?
because
How
it's
did you
so
make
good.
that desk? How did you make
Poppy
this?
made the desk.
Ha!
Oh, he's clever.
How did you make?
All
How
right.
did he make those?
So this, one of them
How
gets,
did he
hold on
make
darling,
those?
goes onto the side like
Mum,
that.
What did you?
Okay, so what I want it so it's level, and what I have to do is probably push it down like that, and then hold it together. So push it together with your hands like that. Okay, so that's what we're doing at the moment. And you have time with Aileen to get it in position. So now I've got to sit here and hold it for a while. So I'll just sit and chat with you guys, if that's okay. Right. I know what they're doing up there, running around. I think Nandy just hid on Amelia. Okay, this one's sort of not sticking too well. Okay. Sure it is okay? Very good. Oh, hi Maggie. I can see that, Kathy. All right, you know what? I think I'm okay with that at the moment. It can set us. Well, no, I think I want to put that one on there. I think I want to put them together rather like one at a time, rather than putting them together and try and just. You know what? I should be able to. All right, I'm going to do it. So let's get. Oh no, best do it this way. Excuse me. All right. Yep, that's Amelia. All right, so I'm going to put some Aileen's on the side of this one. And right. You know what I didn't? I didn't. I did. Oh, am I going to get it off? Oh, you know what I did?
My
Oh
mum
my
made it
goodness.
with love,
Alright.
man. My mum made it with love, man.
Made it with love. Oh,
Made
that
you a
doesn't
coffee,
go.
coffee of love.
What did I do that? Oh, I did it upside down. All right. Silly girl. Thank you, Mandy.
It's okay.
Oh,
Silly girl.
I am a silly girl.
You are a silly girl to make you a coffee.
Now I'm all confused.
Why
Well, that's not hard, is it?
Are you confused?
I am confused because I put it upside down. And I was lucky that I was able, come on, work with me, to undo it. And why? There we go. All right. Sorry, I'm not watching chat at the moment. I could just imagine what you guys are saying. Yep, I did. Now let me make sure that I've got those up the right way. Thank goodness I have. Because there is a right way and a wrong way. And Jen, being Jen, did it the wrong way. Straight up. How good am I? She is. She's the best. Very lucky. All right. I'll make sure this sticks. Just as well I didn't wait too much longer for it to dry. Okay. I'm happy with that one. All right. I wonder if I can sand that back a bit. It's still sort of wet. Any chunky bits. Oh, well. I think I need a coffee. Let's sip. Alright, so let's make sure I've got that's got to go that way. So that one's going. Okay. Let's put this one on here, and that's, yep, okay. Do as I say, not as I do. If you're watching this recording, make sure you're gluing them up the right way, because there is a top and there is a bottom. Okay, hey Da! Now, that one, top, that goes there. Okay. And then let's push them together. Okay, that looks straight to me, but let's just make sure. Okay, and hey Jamie. No, because I had one upside down and one right side up, Eileen. That is why. Funny. Aren't you? Funny, huh? Just as well these sides are getting covered up, eh? Alright. Okay, last one goes there. Make sure it's up the right way. Okay. So then we've got to put glue on. Okay, so that's going there and there. So I need to put glue on this side and this side this time. So making sure I've got it the right way. And I'm second guessing myself here. Okay. So no time to waste here now. Alright, that's that side. Now we've got to put the glue on here. And I'm putting it on here because it's the shorter side. It's going to get stuck to the longest side or the back of the other one. So it's not going to cover the entire back, and you'll see that there is a gap right in the center of the 4 sections. So done. Now, please, have I done this right? Yes. Okay, right side up, push her in, and there and there. And now, just got to try and make sure that these glue together. What I might do is sit that one down. And okay, so that one gets pressed down there, that one gets pressed in there. Welcome back, Mandy. You got to settle down. I see you close the door. All right. Now I can't remember which two I just adhered, so pushing them all together. Okay. There we go. So far. Sip of coffee while that dries. Oh. So because you can see the hinges, the cardstock here, I thought, well, I've got to cover it. Well, I have to now, don't I, after I'm putting all that ugly glue on that side. Okay, so what I need to do now is cover those. And so what do I want to cover those first, or do I want to put the tops and bottoms on? No, I want to cover these first. So I just grab the stuff for those. That's just behind me. Right. So this is what I thought of doing it to this. So it's just a bit of chipboard cut and covered with pattern paper. I've covered it like a book cover, and then attached another piece of pattern paper, and I just punched out a heart shape there. I mean, you may not see it, you may, I don't know. Oh, there it is there, sorry, it was upside down. Okay. Oh, strawberry shortcake, okay. So, they are going to get attached to there. Okay, and then I want to cover the bottom bits because nothing's going to go in there. So I thought we'd just put, now I can put the same colour there, or I can put different colours, and I'm thinking the same colour. I don't know. I'm thinking yes. I'm going to do the same colour, okay? So these ones, I will now show you how I did those. Okay, so I'll put this aside to dry. Yep, okay. Yeah, I'm just reading the chat. No, I'm not a fan of hot glue either. Although, having said that, I'm going to use it, and I probably should have used it with that to just a little bit to help it stay together while the alien's dried, but I forgot. But I'm going to use it to attach the lace or whatever I'm going to do at the top. Okay, so a piece of chipboard that is 12 inches by 2 1/4. Okay, now this piece of pattern paper is 13.5 inches long, and I cut that on the diagonal. Now, before I go ahead doing this, I'm going to stop the recording so that we've got two parts to this.